November 15th, opening day of rifle. I'm out at the farm in It's about 8:30 right now, and I'm sitting a stand. This is the first time I've sat it this year. I think it's only been sat once or twice. It is over the pumpkin patch, and I see a lot of deer enter the pumpkin patch through this corner. I've seen a good amount of deer this morning. In fact, unfortunately, they're entering at the other corner of the field, which I have a stand there, just not the best one for it. I saw a real nice 8 or 10 point. And I've seen 1 or 2 other small bucks and a couple of does and fawns. I'd love to take a doe, but just they're too far. I'm now talking 200 plus yards, and I'm out here with my muzzle loader. It's a bit breezy. It's cold. It's about 35 degrees this morning. It feels like it's about 25 is what I saw. It's November 15th. It's about 4 in the afternoon, and I'm back out. Been out for a little bit. I'm sitting about 200 yards from where I sat this morning. It's early. Hopefully there's some good movement. It's a little snowy right now, but we're not really supposed to get much. Maybe an inch if we're lucky tonight. I'm out here with my cousin David. He didn't see much this morning, and then our buddy Andrew from West Virginia. He shot a buck this morning. We're pretty sure it's down, but it ran to the neighbor's property, and they're out hunting as well. So we told them we weren't going to go grab it until after this evening's hunt. So hopefully, we'll find it. He'll fill his freezer a little bit, and he's trying to take a doe tonight too. So it's fair game for whoever walks out. If I have a nice doe, I'm gonna take it. I'm tracking Andrew's buck that he shot. See something glistening back over there. Go check it out. Oh yeah. There we go. It's a nice guy.
I think he's just a little stiff.
Yeah, he's been dead for a minute.
Here's my best Michigan buck to date. About 9:30 this morning, I watched him come across the power lines. I hit him with a couple grunts, and he locked right onto me and started working his way, but he ended up cutting in the woods, and he got downwind of me. And before I could get a shot at like 30 yards, he smelled me or knew something was up, and then he ended up running back into the power lines. But unfortunately for him, he stopped at about 100 yards and gave me a nice quartering away shot, and the rest is history. We just had to give him time. I didn't watch him fall, so we made sure that he expired, so that way we didn't bump him any further away. But not a bad way to start the opener here in Michigan.
It's November 16th, Michigan's rifle season. I start to hear some deer moving behind me, funneling out to the fields. I look down, there's a small buck, and he must be used to a little pressure because he's just slowly easing his way out there, taking a look, making sure it's safe. It's the evening of November the 16th. Got out to the stand a little late, and it did not take long for those deer to start moving. I look to my left, and here comes a nice heavy horn buck. And I know not everyone would, but I decided to pass, see what he'd look like in another year or two.
Sunday, November 20th. It's about, I don't know, 3:30 in the afternoon, and we finally got some snow that we can hunt. We only got about 2 inches, and it's kind of compacted with the sun being out, but it's good weather. It's probably about mid-20s right now. Wind has died down quite a bit. Still, 10 to 15 range, but it's much better than that 20 to 30 mile per hour that we have. So I didn't bother going out this morning. Kind of wish I would have now, especially seeing out in the cut bean field in front of me. You can tell the deer are out here, digging it up, looking for scraps. Could be turkeys too, but I can see quite a few good, deer tracks right there. So I sat a couple hundred yards away yesterday afternoon. I had some does come in late, followed by a buck that we've all been passing around here. He's a good buck, but he's a young buck. So gonna see what he potentially turns into next year.
So later that evening, bucks started funneling out from everywhere. Unfortunately, the bucks that I were after were nowhere in sight, but it was nice to watch these guys, and I can't wait to see what they look like next year or the following.
It is Tuesday, November 22nd. It's about 3:30 in the afternoon. I just got in the stand, sitting over the pumpkin patch. I haven't sat the side of the farm. No one has, in at least a week. Been sitting on the other side because there's been a lot of does. The only problem is they're coming up, where we can't shoot. They're too far. There's no good spot for a tree stand, but that's another story. I might have to make a move and put up a ground blind or just tuck into the bush. But I'm out here now. It's a little breezy, but hopefully the deer are moving. It's November 29th, the second to last day of gun season. It's about 3:30 in the afternoon, and I just just got in the stand, and if you can't tell, it is yet again windy. It's kind of in this rifle season, just lots of wind. Tomorrow I got some sort of stomach bug, which put me out for another day. But I'm out here, just gonna try and be optimistic. Since out here, what's gonna be moving. Sit in one of our corner stands overlooking these pumpkins. Hopefully we'll have some feed and go sit there. Gotta sit tight for this next hour and a half and just see what happens. Trying to figure out what happened. He's maybe about 60 yards behind me, hitting his tail. I'm gonna try and reload real quick. I don't know if I shot back or what. He's going down right now. He's going down right now. He's down. He's down. He's down. He's down. Oh, that's a good aim point. I'll take that. I'm happy to tag out on that. Oh yeah. I turned the camera around, but you can't see. He's behind a tree. I can just see that he laid down. I don't even think he laid down. I think he's dead down. Oh man, that's awesome. Oh yeah, man. A lot of good rubs back here. Oh yeah, there it is. That's a nice looking buck. I'm happy with that. That's a good one. Oh yeah, he's got a good body on him. Oh yeah. He's dead. Oh yeah. Guessing a lung shot. He's got blood coming out. Set my gun down. Oh yeah, that's a big 8. That's a big 8. Oh, zoomed in. Oh yeah. Take my backpack off too. My knife in there, my tag, my zip ties. Oh yeah. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Shot was a little far back, but must have hit lungs. Oh, yeah. Couldn't be happier. That's good. That's good. All right. Here we go. It is November 29th. I am tagged out. You know, I saw this guy early in the season, bow season. I had him at, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 yards. The problem is he caught me off guard coming out of the woods and just walked straight out and away. So I don't think I've seen him at all since that first encounter in the first week of the season. And then I've got him on trail camera every now and then. But I said if I see him again during gun season, I think I'm gonna take him, and I'm glad I did. When I first saw him, I knew it was him, and kind of sat there debating it. Do I shoot? Do I not shoot? We still got the late season. But you know what? I still got doe tags. I can still come out. But I'm happy with this guy. That's a good buck. Yeah, tagged out, baby.